Hi, good morning, happy Sunday. The song for today, or at least right now, killing me softly with his words, killing me softly with his words. I don't know why that's, well, I was singing it to Penelope because every time I turn around, I'm running into her. And I said, "You're killing me, Smalls." And then I started singing that song. So, killing me softly with his words. I don't know. It never did rain yesterday afternoon after I heard the thunder. The thunder rolls and the lights flickered. It never stormed. I don't know. But I would like to say Penelope is not... Where'd she go? Oh. I would like to say Penelope is not afraid of storms. She has never reacted in any way at storms. Isn't that odd? Nor is she afraid of fireworks. Yeah, she could care less. Charlie was the same way, but her toots terrify her. But I was wondering yesterday if perhaps it wasn't a toot that had her so upset. It could be because I shaved her bum. Yeah, where'd she go? Oh, laying in the wet grass. She's much better today, by the way, but yesterday she wouldn't leave me alone, and she wanted to be held all day. And it's not that I mind holding her all day, but she's like, "Are you talking about me?" It's not that I mind holding her all day, it's that I have to do things. You know, I have to wash clothes, I have to cook dinner, I have to strip the bed, wash the sheets and towels, and I have to do all the things, right? Because I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, because if I did give in yesterday pretty much because she drove me absolutely insane. And I know that sounds mean, but hey, until you've lived this life of wanting to be held 24/7, then you don't really know, you know? But I think it's because I shaved her bum. Because when her hair gets long, it's just a mess. I don't know how people allow their dogs to have longer hair, little Shih Tzus and Cockers and all that, because it's a mess. Ugh. So I shaved her bum, and perhaps it was tickling and tingling yesterday, which had her a little freaked out. But we made it through the day. I did hold her a lot, except for when I was cooking. And thankfully I was not holding her when I was cooking, because I cooked a steak. It was delicious. I ate half of it. I have the other half for lunch today with a great big salad. Yes, I'm so excited. My mouth is already watering for my steak and salad. I cooked my steak in a skillet because I have a tiny little grill, and it's just too much to come out here and clean that out and put all the new stuff in it, and with the stuff, and light it and stuff, and it's hot, and it was already so humid, and I was like, no, man, no. We cooking this on the stove, and it was delicious. But when I took the lid off, grease popped out and hit my hand. Rude. It didn't blister. It just burned a little. It's fine this morning. There's only one tiny, teeny, tiny little red mark, and actually I had forgotten about it till I took a bath and my hand went in the water, and I said, "Oh yeah, I burned my hand yesterday." It's just the teeny tiny little, back up. It's just you probably can't even see it. It's just a teeny tiny little red mark. That's how minor the bird. That's how minor the bird was, okay? Burn, not bird. Some things never change. Anyway, we never had a storm yesterday, but it did rain quite a bit last night. I started a compost thing over here, and I've got this big metal tub, and I'm putting my veggie scraps, and I put the rest of the manure in it. Well, I knew it was going to rain, so I put bubble wrap over it. It's the only large piece of plastic I could find that would cover the whole tub, so it's wrapped in bubble wrap. Well, anyway, this wash basin perhaps that's what it's called, was over there. I mean, I really need to get out here and clean all this stuff up, but there again, time restrictions and a needy dog, okay? Just being honest, I have a needy dog. But anyway, I had pulled this tub basin out, and it was empty except for the dirt, and I was going to wash it out. And I thought, you know, it's going to rain, so I'm just going to leave it here and let the rain fill it up. And that's how much, I don't know if you can tell, there's about that much water in it since yesterday when I put it here. But it's an old basin. Is that what you call it? I don't know, it's metal. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's old, but I might just hang it on the fence, you know? I might just be one of those people that's just gonna hang stuff on the fence like this. Or I could use it as a bird bath of sorts. Other than that, I took Penelope for a walk, and of course the girls came running out. She was fine with them. She acted like there was absolutely nothing wrong with her while she was out there running around and playing with them. And then she came back in and went back to wanting to be held. So I don't know. But I told her we're not doing that again today because Mommy does have to get things done. Yeah. But while I was out there talking with them, Joan called. And there again, dogs with long hair, Rosemary had a bunch of mats and she could not get them all out. So I carried the clippers over and tried to cut all the mats out. Now, I told her I would shave her down like Penny, keep her hair very short and she won't get all those mats, but she wants for her to have the Cocker cut. Is that Joe Cocker? No, a Cocker Spaniel cut. It's her dog, it's her decision. I don't have to agree with it. And yeah, so I just go over and help her get all those mats out. Yes, with the clippers. But anyway, while I was there, she said, "Have you seen my lights in my backyard?" And I said, "You mean the ones on the fence?" And she said, "No, on the ground." And I said, "Well, I can't really see over the fence from any part of my yard. I can't see over the fence. So no." And she said, "Well, come over tonight and look at them." So I took some videos. You might not find this as funny, but I had to go help Joan earlier. And she said, "Have you seen my lights at night?" I thought she meant those. I said, "Yeah." She said, "No, the ones around the porch." And I said, "No, I can't see over the fence." So I came out with Penelope and it's dark, and I thought, I'm gonna go peek through the fence. And then I thought, what do I look like over here peeking through the fence at her lights? I don't know what I look like, but I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can be nosy too, okay? Because they're pretty. Hold on. See the lights? They're all different colors. She said she got them from QVC. Yes. And you can set them to rotate colors, or you can set them to all the same color. And she said her son had them set all to red, but she went out and changed them so that they would change colors. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get a lot of stuff done today. That's my goal. A lot of stuff. Now, what that stuff is, I don't know. But, by the way, I did not lose one bottle on this entire tree yesterday when it crashed to the ground. Is that not the oddest thing? Not nothing. Not nothing. That was very good English, Tracy. Not nothing. But, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of things today. Like the mop bucket that's been out here for far too long. That was from the bathroom flood. And not the flood. It wasn't really a flood, Tracy. Come on. From the sink issues. I kept that mop bucket under the pipes because we kept having to drain and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I just brought it out here and set it down. And that's where it stayed because apparently I'm junky. Okay? And then I used that wagon to bring my dirt around, and I left it right there. Because, again, I'm junky, okay? I'm just junky, and I don't want to be junky. But, you know, working for a living is really getting in the way of doing what I want to do. Why must we have to work for a living? And by the way, I mentioned the other day that I was having shoulder pain. I'm not having a heart attack. My heart is in very good condition. I apparently have my mother's heart in all senses, okay? But my mother her ticker was always great. My dad's, on the other hand, not so much. He's had just about every heart procedure you can imagine. But, yeah, I think I have my mom's ticker because I don't have ticker troubles. My shoulder hurts because of the way I hold my phone up. And no, a selfie stick would not help because then the weight is even further out. And that causes elbow and shoulder pain. It's the perils of the job, okay? Anyway, that's going to be it for part 1. I don't know if it's even enjoyable, but that's what it is, okay? Look at the trees. Look at them! Okay, bye. Good afternoon. How is everyone? We're having a storm here. It's quite lovely. Thunder and lightning and rain and all the things, but it's really got my girl upset over here. She's sound asleep. All right, so I read an article which made me look up more things like this article so that we could discuss it, okay? Because sometimes I can't think of a story to talk about, so I have to come up with a story this way. So we're going to discuss this. So the first story that got me thinking this way was about this man at the Miami-Dade International Airport brought in 2 snakes. They were in a sunglasses bag. 2 little bitty light pink snakes. Little bitty skinny little things. And he had them hiding in his pants. Little pink snakes in his pants. It's a true story about the snakes. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought, well, I wonder what the strangest things people have brought into the airport is. Let's look it up because that'll be fun, right? Yeah. All right. Soiled money in crutches. TSA agents discovered a pair of crutches stuffed with soiled money. I mean, why? Why? Why would you have soiled money in your crutches? I mean, I used to book in plenty of people that had soiled money, and that is why you should never put money in your mouth, okay? Because I've seen what happens to money, okay? I have seen people come in who have literally soiled themselves in every way possible and pull that money out of their pockets. Not that they were not in a wallet or nothing. They were just in their pocket and they were soiled with whatever they soiled them, yeah, they were soiled, okay? But this person took his soiled money and put it in crutches. Why? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Inert grenade. Or grenade. Grenade. If you want to be fancy, it's a grenade. A hand grenade, or grenade, was found inside a carry-on bag at Milwaukee's Mitchell Airport on July 29th. The grenade was found to be inert after the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department bomb squad was called to the scene. Yes, that's a good thing. Let's take a grenade to the airport. They'll never know. Okay, how about a cattle prod? These cattle prods stuffed inside a passenger's carry-on guitar case were found on September 14th at Dulles International Airport. The passenger was allowed to repack them into a checked bag. I suppose if you're going to prod cattle, you need to
carry your cattle prod with you when you go. Whatever. A gun and a PlayStation. A handgun hidden inside a gutted PlayStation console was discovered by TSA agents at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport on December 14th. Officer Theodosia White said she flagged the PlayStation after it went through an x-ray and didn't show a mass of computer parts. It showed a gun. A good gun. Poor packing choice, yes, I'd say. How about drug scrunchies? Drugs hidden inside hair scrunchies were found in Boise Airport in Idaho, according to a video from TSA. When the drugs were found, was not immediately known. How do you get them in a scrunchie? Well, I guess you cut a hole in them and you stuff them in there and then you sew it up. But how did they know it was in there? A knife in a laptop. A double-bladed knife hidden inside the casing of a laptop was discovered on November 15th at Richmond International Airport in Virginia. By the way, when my nephew was about, I don't know how old he was, 5-ish, I said, we're going to Virginia. Would you like for me to bring you back an I Heart Virginia t-shirt? He said, I don't heart Virginia. I said, what? That's like their thing. You know, I heart New York, I heart Virginia. I don't heart Virginia. I don't even like Virginia. I said, the state of Virginia? How do you even know about the state of Virginia? He said, no, Virginia in my class. I was like, oh. Well, this is the state of Virginia. So you don't want a t-shirt? He said, no, because I don't like her. I said, okay, good enough. Check. No t-shirt for you from Virginia that says, I heart Virginia. Okay. Alrighty. Gun in a medical sling. That's old news. Everybody can do that, right? A 9mm handgun from a medical sling. Yeah, that one's... Okay, how about a peanut butter firearm? Officers found disassembled parts of a handgun wrapped in plastic and a magazine loaded with ammo inside jars of peanut butter at John F. Kennedy International Airport. So I guess he was taking the peanut butter onto the plane with him with all his disassembled gun pieces. Now that's terrifying. It still has to go through security. And I'm pretty sure a gun with made out of metal is still going to show on the x-ray machine, even though it's wrapped in peanut butter, okay? I mean, you got to give him props because that was pretty ingenious, don't you think? Wrapping it in peanut butter? A for effort. How about a gun inside a chicken? On November 7th, TSA agents experienced an unpleasantly early Thanksgiving feast when they discovered a handgun stuffed inside a raw, whole chicken at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida. A handgun in a raw chicken. I think I'd rather stuff it in peanut butter. Is that what he said? I'm not sure. And finally, fentanyl candy. TSA officers confiscated 12,000 fentanyl pills from a suspect who had allegedly hidden them inside candy boxes and bags while going through Los Angeles International Airport, according to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Yes, he put them in a Skittles bag and I guess sealed it back up, thinking they'll never know. Well, unless they have a drug dog, which they do. And I believe drug dogs can sniff out fentanyl just as well as they can sniff out any other drug. I'm just saying. That fentanyl is scary stuff, you know? Isn't it scary that they give you fentanyl? Don't they give you fentanyl? I think fentanyl, how many times can I say fentanyl? I think fentanyl is a pain reliever that they give you in the hospital, correct? Like for serious stuff. I think it's like up around the morphine level. But I think the bad part of this fentanyl is it's cut with cocaine, I think, or, well, actually, it has been found in marijuana. They cut it up in the marijuana because a friend of mine's dog ate the marijuana. They were out walking in a park, and the dog, like they do, went over and started eating on something, and she's like, come on, Rosie. And they kept going, and that night Rosie wouldn't wake up, and she had to take her to the urgent care, and the urgent care did a blood test, and it came back that Rosie had consumed fentanyl. Thankfully, not enough to deceased her. Rosie's fine. But she said, well, maybe that's what she was eating when we walked at the park today. She lives up in the north of Georgia, where it's a big problem. I mean, it's a big problem everywhere, but anyway, that was my weird news for today. And on other weird news, there is a orangutan in Indonesia who was seen chewing on leaves of a tree and making his own medicine. So he chewed on the leaves, which are known to help with pain and inflammation. Weren't they using that as a pain killer here? I don't know. But he chewed it, and then he kind of spitballed it, and he made it into a pack, if you will, a packing, because he had a chunk, like right here, where he was attacked by another orangutan. And anyway, he put that on there, and they said no other treatment was given to the orangutan, but that big chunk healed using that stuff. Within a month's time, it was all healed up. That's the end of this story. Hope you've had a great day. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which, good Lord willing, will be tomorrow. Okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.